Welcome back guys, but if you're new, please help support the channel by liking and subscribing. Also help me reach you 500 subscribers. On my channel I create quick tips and tricks for Paris kits so you're not wasting your time watching a 20-minute video when I can make it in 5 minutes less. And I make Paris kits for you guys' entertainment. Also on my channel I'll be answering you guys' questions. If you have any, then leave a comment below. Also, once a week, I give a shout out to a new subscriber. So today I'll be showing you guys my nighttime routine. But before I start, it's time to give a shout out to a new subscriber. So today's shout out goes out to Pat's Pad. Before I show you my nighttime routine, I'll be answering some of you guys' questions. So a subscriber, Ashley McCollin, asked why I didn't use the suppository when I did my bowel movement. So the reason why I don't use suppositories is because after being discharged from the hospital, I never got any from my insurance. So all I used was just lube, and it's been working for 2 years. And a lot of people think they need it. And it irritates me when nurses say this is how it's done because it says so in a book. Because 4 months ago when I was in the hospital for surgery, I was showing the nurse how I could cath real quick. So I peeled open one side and then I ripped off the other end. And then when I did that, she's like, oh no, don't do that. People like that irritates me because nurse goes off of books while we go off of experience because we're paralyzed and they're not. Being paralyzed, we find little tricks so it makes our life easy. I'm just showing you how I do certain things and you could take it or leave it and you could try it. And if you like what I do, then leave a comment below. Now on my TikTok, there's a guy who commented on my video on how I cath and also how I use hand sanitizer and baby wipes. So he commented on the hand sanitizer that he hopes it has isopropyl in it. And I told him you can use whatever you want to clean it. Also, it cleans better than iodine. I'm pretty sure iodine doesn't have that ingredient, but if it does, then leave a comment below. Another TikTok follower asked when I know my bladder is full, and also when I know to cath and if it's scheduled. Yes and no. I haven't worn diapers in 2 years and I only wore them when I'm in the hospitals because I'm pumped with IV and so I pee a lot and I have accidents. So how I know my cathing schedule is I wear underwears because it's easier to see if I pee myself or not. And so I'll start with 8 hours. If I notice I'm still peeing myself in every 8 hours, then I'll just lower it to 7 hours. If I'm still peeing myself, then I'll lower it to 6 hours. And 6 hours worked for me. And of course, leak is normal, especially when we're transferring. But if it's a big concern for you, then you can get Botox. And the reason why I say yes and no is because cathing schedule also determines like how I feel. And what I mean about that is when my bladder is at least a liter, which it shouldn't be, it should be around 400 or 600, or you get UTIs. And so when my bladder is really full, I kind of feel constipated, but it's almost a guessing game because it could also be you need to do your bowel movement. And so I'll cath, and if I still feel full or bloated, then I'll do my bowel movement. But if I still feel bloated, then most likely you're backed up and it could be very severe, and you should at least go to the hospital or get it checked because it could like cause like bacteria in your stomach, which I had back then. And now for the last question. There's a follower on TikTok that asked me to explain why I should stimulate when I do my bowel movement. It's because we cannot use the restroom like a normal person, and so we need to relax the muscle, and how we do that is by stimulating. Alright guys, so without more time wasted, let's begin. And so here's all my main supplies, and so I'll just get what I need. I'll put it right by the toilet in a drawer. Alright guys, so I'm in the restroom. I'll be showing you my nighttime routine. I had to take off my shirt because I got really hot setting up all this equipment right here. And that's what I mentioned about why I always have my shirt off in my shorts video. Also like to mention, I'll be leaving my Cash App right here if you want to help out with any equipment because I accidentally broke my old tripod right here. Also, it costs about $35 a month just to use Filmora 11, and anything will help. Alright guys, so what I do is I just get 3 gloves and I put 1 on my left hand and 2 on my right hand. The one on the right hand is for my bowel movement. The one on the left is for cathing. There are a couple ways to pull down your pants. You can pull down your pants on your bed, which is what I used to do before I do my bowel movement. And you can also do that when you're cathing. And pulling down your pants fully, it just helps so you're not always like holding down your pants. But I'll be showing you a way that you could do that. So in order for me to pull my pants away when I'm cathing is I need to set everything up because it's hard to pull your pants away and then try to set everything up. So what I do is I just peel the end on the green side right here and then I just rip off this end. And the reason why I rip it off is because it doesn't peel. And then I just leave like about an inch right here. And then I just get lubricant. And I just put it on top, or you can use a wrapper to like spread it and see now it's all the way around. A lot of people use their gloves to spread the lubricant on the catheter. Do not do that. Even though the nurse tell you about the clean glove, dirty glove, regardless, you're touching the catheter. And so that's why I use the wrapper to feed the catheter in and out. And instead of using iodine, because it's very messy, it gets everywhere and it also stains things. So all I use is just baby wipes and hand sanitizer. And some people might be saying, why would you use that? There's no difference in those little rubbing alcohol wipes. So I just put a good amount right there. That's all I use. In the beginning, I used to use a bungee cord to pull my pants down. You don't need to do all that. It's just making your life even more difficult. But before I start, I angle my wheelchair at 45-degree angle, and then I open the lid all the way so I don't get pee everywhere. And after all that, then I could begin. So I just pull my pants away, and then I just hold on to my private part. And then I use the baby wipes with the hand sanitizer, and I just clean it. Make sure you clean the shaft and like all the way on the top. And then with this, I just pull it back with my pinky, and I just feed it through. And then right where I feel tension, then I start to aim it, and then I just keep pushing, and then pee will come out. And if you want to speed up the process, then you could just like push. So once it's done, I just push it in just a little bit, see if there's any more pee. And also I pull it out slowly. And then I just like fold in my glove. And the reason why it's also good to like pull it out slowly is to see if there's any more pee. And then what I do next is I just pull down the lid so I could go number 2, and then I'll just pull down my pants. And then I also have the 2 gloves so I can do my bowel movement. So some people, you could rock back and forth like this to pull down your pants. You don't need to do all that. It makes your life even more difficult, but you can if you want. So what I do is I just pull on my pants with my thumbs, and then I just lift up and then just tuck it under, and then I put it to my knees. And then what I do next is I just scoot forward, and you could individually put your legs on the ground. Or what I do is I just scoot forward and then put my arms under both my legs, and I just put my legs down like this. And then to transfer, you put your hand on the toilet. You could put your hand on the armrest, the wheels, the bar of your wheelchair. It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. And then you just like lift up and then transfer. And then I just get more lube from the drawer. I'll rip it open, put it on my middle finger. The reason why I put it on my middle finger is because it's longer, and also I feel like I could reach it better. And when I was learning, I was trying to do my bowel movement from the front. It's really hard because you gotta like try to reach all the way down there, and it's easier just like do it from behind you. And of course, I'm not going to show you how I do it. Since I have no core balance, I need to balance myself on my wheelchair so I can show you. So what you need to do once you put the lubricant on your middle finger is you just insert it, and then you just like rotate and push at the same time. And once you start feeling some, then you can like flick it out or scoop it this way just to speed up the process. And I just do this until I feel nothing left. I don't like put in and out all the time, because I don't want to be like sitting here for half an hour. I don't want to make this into a chore. I could do this in like less than a minute. So all I do is I just do this, push, and then flick it, and then scoop once I feel any, and then I just do it until I don't feel nothing. And then once I'm done, I put my hand in a fist before I pull it out, and then I'll just like put the glove inside out. And then for the other glove, I use to wipe. And the same thing, put your hand in a fist, and then put it inside out. And then to transfer, you can put your hand on the bar or the seat. I prefer the bar because I feel like I have more control and I can lean forward if my hand's on the bar. And sometimes I use a windowsill to transfer. I'll show you what I mean. How to transfer using bars: make sure your wheelchair is at a 45-degree angle still, and then put your hand on the bar and the other one on the toilet seat. And since I have no core balance, I cannot like just lean over to flush the toilet. So I could put my hand on my knees or on the bar of my wheelchair. And here's a close-up of how I pull up my pants. And you could do this on your bed or you could do it in your wheelchair. So I pull it up as much as I can, and then I just use my thumbs to like hook it, and then I just lift up, scoot forward, and then back. Well, that's it for this video. If this video was entertaining or educational, don't forget to like, subscribe. Until next time, bye.